Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gulfcoast Wrestling, episode number 43. We are quickly running through the episode lists. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just going back reminiscing through some of the older episodes and seeing that we were on episode 18 at one point. It's like, that's a lot of episodes. Now we're fast forward on episode number 43, coming at you in December. Last week's episode was after Thanksgiving, so like I said that week, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. But nonetheless, we're getting kicked off here with a big match here. Noam Dar versus Matt Rhodes. Last week on I think it was the episode after Thanksgiving, where Noam Dar interrupted a match between Matt Rhodes and Omar Hu in the main event. Some saying it threw Matt Rhodes off his game, allowing Omar Hu to be able to get the win, sort of taking the sails out of the winds of Omar Hu, I would believe. But either way, these two men are looking to settle some type of grudge they've had against each other since Noam Dar returned to Uncensored, which now was 3 weeks ago, and attacked Matt Rhodes. 3 weeks ago tomorrow, actually, since this takes place on a Friday. But here comes Matt Rhodes, the number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship. And we've been informed that the Destiny main event is going to be very, very spicy. It's looking like it could very well be all of them. Management has been keeping a close eye on it. They said they will have a decision before the pay-per-view. So we look forward to see what that announcement will be in the coming weeks. Obviously, of course, not tonight, but last week we had quite a few surprises. We had Sting and the Dashing One pretty much call each other up for a match, and management have signed off of it. It will be the Dashing One versus the Stinger come Destiny. It will happen. It will be a match, and it will be a first time ever for Gulfcoast Wrestling. Sting makes his in-ring debut at Destiny in a formal sanctioned match, of course. But nonetheless, Matt Rhodes, the number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship, a homegrown talent, you might say, definitely coming from the depths of the creative here in GCW, being his real first, I guess you could say, TV appearance, of course, in my own universe modes. He's won several championships and all that, but he is firstly now stepping out to the, I guess, real world of call wrestling in a sense. Him along with, of course, Aries, and there was Jared White and Connor, of course, the Dashing One. Dashing One's had a bit longer experience. He's been in a couple other promotions as well from time to time. But Matt Rhodes, definitely a blossoming talent here on the independent scene. Definitely years and years left in his career before he eventually hangs up the boots. But nonetheless, the number one contender for the Best of the Indies Championship. The only title I know with that name. And it's my title. I created it. Don't try to take it. But yes, of course, Best of the Indies Championship is under this brand, and that's who the championship he will be fighting for. And if he wins, he will be the fifth or sixth champion out of all of them, and he will defeat Kennedy Kid, who has only held it for a few months now. He won it back in October, either a week, I think the week after, I believe, Spooktober. Either the week or the week after, one of the ones. But he is now the champion, and that's who Matt Rhodes will be fighting. Kennedy Kid is not scheduled to defend his championship from any time from now until Destiny. Destiny being the time he defends it, and it will definitely be against Matt Rhodes, but it could also be against Noam Dar and possibly Omar Hu as well, which would be a stacked main event. We have a former Best of the Indies champion, Noam Dar, taking on the current Best of the Indies champion, Kennedy Kid, and then a number one contender for the Best of the Indies championship, and Omar Hu, just a really, really tall guy who's defeated the number one contender in a match last week, I believe. So is Noam Dar. Noam Dar defeated, but also in a triple threat match. So this is kind of the time for it to get proven in a sense. Will Noam Dar be able to defeat the number one contender, or will the number one contender defeat Noam Dar, possibly keeping him out of the championship match? That was my ankle, and it felt better after popping it like that. Matt Rhodes with a big forearm to the face of Noam Dar. Now the Pele kick connects. Noam Dar, like I said, a former Best of the Indies champion, has not won any other championships yet, but it definitely could be a possibility later down the line. And I guess now would be an okay time to say that while Season 3 may be ending after Destiny, we will still have championship defenses, we will still have shows littered out throughout the year, and it won't be a considered season. I think it just might be called GCW Dark or something, because it'll be off season, but because we still plan on defending the championships, keeping our name relatively relevant. While we're not doing a main show at the time, I can't specifically say there will be one during 2021. There could be one the year after, or the year after that. We'll see. We'll see how the chips lay and how seasons work themselves out. But regardless, no matter what, no matter when Season 4 does happen, if it happens, there will still be episodes. There will be still title defenses. There will still be the occasional pay-per-view from time to time where there may not be any build to it, but there will be big fight feel matches, like, for instance, Chase versus Sting. Sting could challenge for a title later down the line. It's all to be determined, and we shall all see. We'll see what happens and what happens in the future. Kind of like a bit of AEW. But it's definitely not over. I enjoy doing this. I've enjoyed doing it, being able to put together my own universe in a sense and make something of it. Just got the biggest yawn for some reason. I don't know why. Noam Dar now grabbing Rhodes, taking him into the ropes, it looks like. Throwing him over the ropes. Throwing him to the outside. Noam Dar, of course, can win this via count out, and Matt Rhodes can. And I must say that the number one contendership is not on the line. If Rhodes does lose, he does not lose his number one contendership spot. But yeah, it's looking like... I don't know what it's looking like. We'll see. I haven't really sat down to think about when I would like to bring it back, even if I do. It's just that coming up toward the end of December, it's working out perfectly where I end the season, because we'll be moving, and I don't even know if internet will be good enough to do YouTube and be able to continue anything. Matt Rhodes running back in the ring. Ref in a count of 8. Matt Rhodes stepping back to the outside, trying to finish Noam Dar off, I guess legitimately, by pinning him in the ring or submitting him. Matt Rhodes again stepping to the outside again. The ref at a count of 3, resetting the count for a second time. Both men need to get back inside the ring if they're looking to finish this via pinfall or submission. Clothesline Scottish sickle. But Noam Dar will have to bring him back in the ring to be able to pin him. Ref counts seem like they get faster every so once in a while. Matt Rhodes running back in the ring, maybe trying to win this match via countout. Stepping back outside the ring, resetting the count, but Noam Dar slides back in the ring quickly. And a big suplex by Matt Rhodes. Matt Rhodes getting the suplex, keeping Noam Dar from rolling back outside the ring again, and the super kick connects to Dar. The super kick connects. The crowd seems to be behind him. Number contender building momentum. He's going for the Black Mass. If being connected, this could very well be the end of the Scottish Supernova. And he goes for the pin on Noam Dar. 1, 2, 3. And Matt Rhodes is able to dispatch Noam Dar. He is able to defeat him claiming that he is still worthy enough to be the number one contender. And you only have to say that Noam Dar was not able to hit that Injiguri that has won him the championship, for crying out loud. We'll see where this goes and what management thinks, but management is watching close, and that's because that's what they said. But now we move on to the next match. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back. We are here with the internet champion who has not been seen since the uncensored pay-per-view. Where was it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and since the uncensored pay-per-view, where he was able to defeat Austin Theory and retaining his title, and he at this point has become quite a long champion. He defeated EC3's record a couple months, about I think this month. And he's approaching, I believe, the inaugural champion. I'm not quite sure how long he's specifically held it for. I'd have to check. I think I can do that quickly if I work fast. But yes, the internet champion, Aaron Unbreakable. He is the third internet champion. He's dispatched several opponents. His harder challenge, in my mind, would have been Austin Theory, because Austin Theory was on an absolute tear up until the pay-per-view. Aaron Unbreakable does what he does best. Worked against that, essentially. He was able to cut him off at every chance he got and was able to retain his championship. Now we have Alex Shelly. If he can defeat the internet champion, then it could be a triple threat match, because Chris Danger, of course, is the number one contender for the internet championship. Chris Danger is not here tonight in the building, but I'm sure he is watching from home, watching his opponent, because his opponent he will be facing at Destiny. And it's almost just like Destiny. And as I've just checked it, he has indeed beaten the Dashing One's record reign as champion currently as of December 4th, 2020, which is today. He has held the championship for 91 days, which is 3 months, including the end date, which being today. That is 7,862 400 seconds, 131,040 minutes, 2,184 hours, 91 days, 13 weeks, 24.18% of 24.86% of 2020. He won the championship back December 5th of 2020 at Stardom, I believe it was, and has held it all the way up until now. And now it's Snake Eyes by Shelly. Shelly, believe it or not, was in the tournament to crown the inaugural champion. He fought the Dashing One, and those two put on a great, great match. And I do recommend you go back and watch it. Can I tell you what episode's like? 12 or 13. Somewhere in there. My original scripts, I still have the original scripts for them, and they're in a different binder, which I need to clean, because it's got stuff on it. Not bad stuff, I just knocked over a drink, and I didn't see it until afterwards. So it's sticking. But I write my notes in a new binder because I wanted to start fresh, because I had it scripted for a while afterwards, and I was like, because I redid this all at Spooktober is when I started scripting newer episodes after Spooktober. So everything after you see after Spooktober was not the original plan. Some of them may have gone sort of close, but a lot of it was heavily changed. Aaron Unbreakable, I believe, is the only champion during that kind of new era, essentially. Although the Spooktober pay-per-view was tweaked a bit. Some a lot of the matches were changed, not changed, but like, winners were changed and stuff like that. But Aaron Unbreakable is the only one to have been in the original plans that I have still written and has continued to hold the championship. That could all very well change a destiny. And Chris Danger could win the Internet Championship, and Aaron Unbreakable could lose it after, at that point, it will be what? If I switch this real quick to December 19th is when Destiny is. He will have held it for 106 days, which would be the longest Internet title reign. But you never know. He could win it, and he could go on to carry it up until whenever. He could hold it for 200 days if he plays his cards right. It'd be the longest Internet champion by about a country mile. Big DDT there. Alex Shelley, though, definitely I do believe at some point will capture the Internet Championship, if not the Best of the Indies Championship. Because Shelley, he's a great performer. He's great. Even maybe the Tag Team Championships, if him and Scott Wilde continue to be a tag team. Of course, the Tag Team Championship's not being defended at Destiny, and that seems a bit strange, and I'm sure to some people, but just not happening this time because the Tag Team Champions felt like they've defeated all the tag teams that are here to offer in GCW, and to be fair, this game needs new tag team. Like, they need more, and plus I don't know a lot of them, and just a lot of the interfaces they use for this game are just so unfriendly. Like, they're not simplistic, and they're so hard to do. Like, I feel like I could have done much better with this whole season if cutscenes not loaded a bit faster and they were somewhat labeled. Because it's just cutscene 30-something. Cutscene, so you have to constantly flip through just random ones until you find a good one. So it's hard to do that, and I really wish for W2K, I guess 22 is the next one they're going to do. I don't know if I think they're skipping 2K21 altogether and just going to 2K22, which should be fine. I'm not bothered. Well, unless they've been working on it this entire time and it comes out like this October. Because if it came out this October, like October of 2021, I'd be okay with that. But or unless they just jump straight to 2K22. Because if they do 2K21 in October, ADHD, sorry, then it'll be every year you get that name of the game instead of like Pen here. 2. Wow, Alex Shelley defeating the champion. A surprise, an upset even. An upset. Alex Shelley has just defeated the Internet champion. That is, I'm legitimately shocked. Congratulations, Alex Shelley. Much deserved win. Congratulations. I wonder what this could hold. I wonder what management will say about this, because they are looking at all the matches coming up here soon. So we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, one half of the tag team champions, the Dashing One, will be out here facing Leon here tonight. A more of a local talent who seems to think he can defeat one half of the tag team champions. The Dashing One trying to use the title, but Leon stopping him from using the championship. Okay, I'm not quite sure what the fuck's happening. But alright then. The elbows to the face of Leon. Went for a chop block, got reverse, a slap now. The champion kind of been taken home, and now a big running knee. The Dashing One getting in the ring, wanting to settle this in the ring. A big boot there taking down Leon. Big jump up kick now. The Dashing One not having it. Coming out here to, I guess, I mean, Leon is wearing black and white, so you could think this is imitating Sting here a little bit. Now, punch right to the midsection. Picks him up on his shoulders. Fireman's carry. Right into the back of the neck. Rolling out of the ring there. Another big running knee. I don't know why I struggled finding that word for a second. The Dashing One not really wanting to fight, not really wanting to have any of it here tonight. Now the knees right to the midsection. And now in Russian leg sweep. I got the wrong, not only nationality, but move. Super kick right to the midsection. Just taking him straight down. Pulling him back inside the ring now. The dashing one to the top rope. Leon not really know what's hitting him. Leon tried to go early, of course, to attack the champion. One half of the tag team champions, anyway. Trying to attack him, get an upper hand and a kick out now. Was surprised by, it looks like, the offense here of the dashing one. Gets punched right into the corner. Now a knee breaks him out of it. Punch gets reversed this time. And now a suplex. No. Punch right back. And now a suplex into the middle of the ring. The strength of Leon, though, definitely a big, strong guy. Just throwing around the tag team one half of the tag team champions. Now a super kick of his own. Dashuin probably not expecting this type of offense from the challenger. Being a bit more of a developmental type talent. Now picking him up. Big punch gets reversed. If Leon is able to defeat one half of the tag team champions, that's a huge, huge win for Leon. Now a suplex of his own. It would be a huge, huge win and might even land him in Destiny at this point. It's going to be a stacked showdown. Irish whip gets reversed, bringing him back inside the ring once again. Picking him back up on his feet. Punch misses. Forearm gets reversed. Big running knee. Moving away from the attack, trying to get the upper hand. Smart move. Punch to the face now. Now the rolling cutter. The dashing one immediately not even waiting. Calling him right back up. Into a dragon sleeper. But the rope break. Too close to the ropes. Saving Leon in this match. Now the dashing one just stomping away, but Leon getting away from it. I'm not sure what the fuck that was. But it was something. Big drop kick right to the face of the dashing one. The speed of Leon there. So right, Leon. One. And a kick out by the dashing one. The dashing one able to still get the kick out. Bouncing off the ropes and another running knee. Now the elbow drop, look like to the neck. Elbow drop right to the neck. And again, but this time gets reversed. The crowd on their feet. Off the ropes into a cross body, it looked like. I don't think he was really expecting that one. The dashing one picking Leon back up. Big Enziguri connects. Picking him back up again. Punch right to the face. Grabbing him by the back of the neck and a neck breaker. The dashing one definitely showing some skill here tonight. Punch right to the face. Grabs him for another rolling cutter. Leon might just be out the just absolute just beaming of offense by the dashing one. And another rope break. Leon saved twice now by a rope break. Big drop kick gets reversed. Now a super kick connects. Not sure what the fuck he just did, but he got super kicked to oblivion. 1, 2, 3. What a funny way to end that match. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is just over. The dashing one ripped off the black and white clothing, just making fun of Sting, but it looks like the lights have gone out. And it's Sting! Sting's here! He's attacking the dashing one! Choke slam! Sting is here! Ladies and gentlemen, we are in on the main event, and Trish Stratus. Wrong attire that I picked, by the way, just pointing that out. I do have an attire, but fuck y'all. Trish Stratus, nonetheless, here in Gulfcoast Wrestling. Last week we had Sting. This week, Trish Stratus. Huge, huge turn of events. What could this potentially hold here for Gulfcoast Wrestling? Has Trish signed a contract? What is happening, essentially? You all know how much I love being here in the GCW, but tonight is not one of those nights, and it's nothing to do with the GCW universe. You guys are awesome. Some think they have been having curtain that are behind me. Rather than address the back, I thought I'd give my grievances right here in front of the world. Trish Stratus with a couple of grievances. This is her debut. What could she have found wrong so far? I'm sure you guys were expecting some big fireworks when I came out here, right? Some high energy excitement like I usually deliver. And you know what? I'm sorry about that. Not feeling that high energy right this second. But if you hang out here with me, I can promise you one thing. The fireworks are on the way. Trish Stratus promising fireworks, promising good things. I'm looking forward to good things. And I don't have to comment on her puppies. Anyway... Some people in this life run from danger. Some people stand there and let danger run to them. Me, I run right toward danger, and I don't think twice about it. That's not craziness, that's confidence. So here tonight, I'm running up to danger because I'm confident that I can handle it and that my time is now. Trish Stratus pulling out a little bit of John Cena, it seems. Trish Stratus running right into conflict. What conflict could she have? This isn't going to stop if this is what you're thinking. I'm not going to give up. I never give up. I've given up on anything in my entire career, and I believe me when I have no plans to start today. Possible in-ring return from Trish Stratus? Because that could be interesting, right? Trish Stratus. Some big, lofty words, especially here at Gulfcoast Wrestling. I've said it all. You know I'm right. You know I'm deserving of this opportunity, and you know that I'll make the most of it. So let's hope that for our sake something special happens here tonight. Something special has happened here tonight. We have Trish Stratus now inside GCW. It seems like she's here, and I don't know if she's leaving or what, but thank you for joining us on the main event of episode 43. We will see you next week.